Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm talking about covert narcissists and why they like drama, why they thrive on drama. They create drama. Some people say it's because they are bored, just out of plain boredom, they create drama. That may be part of the reason, but I really think it's because it's sort of how they prepare their meal, their fresh blood. Because I think really what happens is they are bored, they like drama, and mainly they want to see you suffer. Plain and simple. That's their way to get narcissistic supply as well. So if they create drama, they get supply, and that's the whole game. It's a game for them. Your suffering is a game to them. That's something that really blows people's mind, like normal people, like normal in the sense of within a range of normalcy, because you would never think that somebody would create drama just to amuse themselves or because they're bored. And so many other things that you come to learn once you start studying narcissism and once you start to be more strong about narcissism and what they do, and to learn their behaviors and their strategies and their tactics, which I recommend you do. So once you decide you're no longer putting up with their abuse, what happens is drama unfolds and like it triples. And if the covert type, they would start smear campaigns, which is when they talk to your friends and relatives and people around you that they used to know you, or maybe their friends. They start to come up with stories which are partly true, which are small parts, like core of truth, and then surrounding it with a lot of lies. That's the smear campaigns. And then you see those flying monkeys that I talked about before. These people that come back at you with stories that you don't know where they got that from, because that didn't happen. And they say, and you start thinking, whoa, what happened here? And then you realize it's the narcissist that's been feeding them crap, basically, or whatever it is that they told about you. And so the abuse triples once you start to set limits for yourself. But fear not, my friend, because you will become stronger and you will start to learn to deal with that abuse, and it will come a point when you will understand really where that comes from. But you just see, yeah, I see what you're doing there. Let's move on. Look the other side and run. And yeah, I'm not interested, I know where you come from. Just talk to the hand. So yeah, that's the best of the best part of the ninja state. So that's why I recommend you meditate and the yoga, and so that you can pinpoint your own emotions and other people's emotions and feelings and things that are happening. To be aware in the moment is a great tool, is a ninja tool to deal with these personality types and with everything really, but especially if you need to be in constant state of awareness of the other person attacking you. And if you are divorcing from a narcissist and you have to deal with him or her for a long time, if not forever, you may as well develop this sense of strength and of awareness of what goes on and learn as much as you can. And so I was saying that the abuse triples, and so there's one thing that you can hold on to, that it's a lifeline really, and it's the no contact part. If you have kids, or if you still have kids, that's the only reason why you would still be in contact with a person that is toxic to you, that is constantly accusing you of things that you don't know, you're not doing, and or is constantly harming you. So there's no point in maintaining any contact with those people. So call it a narcissist, a borderline, histrionic, whatever it is that you want. If that person is toxic to you, you don't want to deal with them, and you need to go no contact. But if you have kids, you still have to live some type of communication with them, and that's the hardest thing to do, I know. And I think it's very important to choose a means of communication that will be the least harmful to you, because they will throw hell through that. I mean, they will accuse you constantly, and they would invade you with, if you chose WhatsApp, which please don't, they will send you messages all day long and accusing you of terrible things. And then if you choose the phone, they might do the same. But there's people that have had a good agreement of hours to call, and if that works for them, that's great. What I prefer, I think, is email, because it's sort of, first, there's no sound. It's just reading. Although email has, you will receive accusations and bad things through email too, but you will learn to, give a quick scan of the email and read just the important thing that you need to deal with in the worst case scenario. So yes, through email, it's a good way to remain in contact with a narcissist. That's my favorite one, because it's the least damaging of all, I think. Because you can set a time for the day where you will look at emails and then communicate that to a toxic person and say, okay, I'm going to look at emails until this point in time, and that's it. And be sure to let your kids know that that's the way you communicate. So if they're older, much better, and you don't need to give any explanations more than teach them to set a limit and boundary, and to say, yeah, that's me, that's what I want to do, and that's how I feel comfortable in doing. One more thing is that your behavior will show your kids what is right and what is wrong, and your behavior will be the one that your kids will grab onto, hopefully in the future, to learn to decide what's the healthy way, right? So that's why we're doing this also. That's why we're healing from this. Not only for ourselves, but when you heal, the people around you usually get better too. And if you don't heal, there's no chance for anybody else. So that's why it's so important to you to heal. So, and one more thing that I think why they do this, they hurt people, is because they enjoy it plainly like that. There's a term that I heard recently on vital mind psychology, and he mentioned Schadenfreude, and that's taking joy in hurting others. And that is something that we don't really get, but it's a fact. It's something that they do. They enjoy other people's suffering, and so that's another reason why they do all this drama. And so to get supply, they enjoy this, because if they thought you were sort of in a higher level, whatever type of level, economic, social, IQ-ish, whatever, better level than them, then they will try to pull you down. And because they envy you, really, it's so childish and infantile, and they really envy you. So when they make you suffer, they have a great relief of that envy and of those all bad feelings. And so when they do that, they take joy in seeing you suffer. So that's why they do that too. So yes, this may sound crazy to most of you, to people that haven't been through this, but it's a fact, it's a reality. And so yes, And I hope you found this helpful, and please always look at your self-care. I don't know if this week I'm going to be able to upload the self-care video on Friday, but please look at those videos and see what things you can do to up your self-care game. And that's the way, one of the ways of healing. And the other one is finding good therapy and maybe good coaching. That could be very helpful too. So yes, leave your comments below. Ask me any questions that you are wondering or you need clarification on, and I will try my best to give you my point of view. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for being here today. Bye!